Hello, Steve Arts 89. Well, there's not much Madonna news at the moment. She's just getting ready for a tour and doing rehearsals. But I saw some exciting Madonna merchandise news. Now, I'd heard a rumour rumbling about this, but I didn't think it was going to happen. But I saw today they actually have recreations of the original Blonde Ambition jacket from the Blonde Ambition tour. Now, if you've watched Truth or Dare or In Bed with Madonna and the Blonde Ambition tour, you've seen these jackets. And I always wanted one. And she did a little thing where she was talking about, I'm thinking of bringing back some old merchandise to be, whatever for the celebration tour, because it's all about, her greatest hits and looking back and all that. So, she had this ugly as hell girly show jacket, and I'm like, oh God, she'll do that because, she won't do the Blonde Ambition jacket, which we all want, because she never does what we want, to be rebellious. So I wasn't expecting this, and I saw today they actually went with the Blonde Ambition jacket that we actually want. I'm like, oh my God, she's actually doing something the fans want? I'm just really shocked. And I'm really excited because I always wanted one, but I figured I would buy one of the original ones that just cost me a fortune. But this one I'm probably not going to get, probably won't get one of the ones that's released now. They're about $250 now, but I don't know if they're in my country or not, because I know they're sold out somewhere, because the person who did the article I saw had sold out in their country, but it was still available somewhere else. I just looked at the Madonna store and they have them for $250, but even after get it on the secondary market, it's not going to cost anywhere near as much as buying one of the original ones. So I'm pretty excited because I'm definitely going to get one, and it's going to cost me a lot less than I thought it was going to. Now, so far as the tour itself, I don't know if we're about 30 days away. I don't know if we're actually going to start on time, because the last two tours she cancelled the first week because she wasn't ready, and she's had a lot more to deal with this tour. But that whole scenario sort of means this tour is going differently from the others, so who knows. There's been a bit of bragging about the stage being the most expensive the most expensive production she's ever had. Now, even with inflation, that would have happened anyway. But I don't know, because they were bragging about who the people did the stage for someone recently. There was a big tour. I think it was it Post Malone or so. I can't remember who it was. Are they even big? That's the only name that's in my head. I normally don't write notes. I just rely on my memory, but I totally have spaced out on that one. But someone recently did a tour, and the people who made the stage did their stage, and apparently they're one of the best. And she normally does have a great stage and go with some of the best people. So that'll be interesting. But and that person's stage, whoever it was, did have like catwalks that sort of managed to cover a lot of the arena. So that seems to be the approach she's going for. I think there's two separate ones and then a third stage that's separate from the others. So she does seem to be covering the whole stage. So she won't just be up at the front or in the middle. So it does look interesting. And I know a friend of mine got a ticket in Europe, and he's in the perfect spot. And I'm like, that's exactly where I would have got my ticket. He learnt, because the last tour, when she was here, he had a really bad seat on the side and I had a really great seat, and it really annoyed him. And now he's like, wow, he's perfectly in the centre towards the front, in between like this stage and stage. I'm like, that's exactly where I would have put myself. And there's general admission too. So yeah, because before it was seated and it was really difficult, and you had people sort of getting up and standing at the front, and people weren't happy about that, but other people, really made the best of it, like myself. So at least this time, if you just do GA in like a little pit area around the stage, it works so much better than having people seated. But yeah, so I think that's it. I'm really surprised she went with the Blonde Ambition tour jacket, because it's something we wanted. And there's also a vintage Blonde Ambition t-shirt, and a vintage, like a Virgin t-shirt that looks like just one of the original ones that I think they made at the time, that I remember seeing in videos. If it's not exactly the same, it feels like it. So I might actually buy these, because I haven't gone to the Madonna merch store since Rebel Heart, because she normally doesn't have anything interesting, and when they do stuff, it's always just the current album, never anything vintage that people actually want. Or even if they do something for the new album, it's usually not something that looks good. But I had a quick look at the store, and there's a few things I actually wouldn't mind. There's a lithograph of everybody. There's actually a Viewmaster. I'm like, there's actually a Viewmaster. I'm like, okay, I have a Viewmaster. This is a vintage Viewmaster though. Mine's actually a more modern one, which sucks. I want a vintage one, but they're really expensive. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, but does it actually have like Madonna Viewmaster reel in it, so you can look at Madonna pictures? And I thought, oh, it'll probably be a bunch of classic images of Madonna. And I looked at it and it's like, no, it looks like it's all modern black and white pictures. And I'm like, okay, so they got that wrong. And there's only one. I'm like, no, I want a whole Madonna reel of Madonna Viewmasters. Although I did just notice the Blond Ambition Tour bomber jacket is actually orange on the inside. I really hate those bomber ones that are orange on the inside. A lot of them are, particularly the green ones. But yeah. But so there's a few things I actually wouldn't mind getting. I don't know if I will or not. I'm going to try and calm down. But I'm definitely getting the tour jacket at some point. It's on the list now and it's more doable. But yeah. So I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thanks. Bye.